Al-Qaeda fighters pushing their way through new territory. They claim to have taken the historic town of Maloula, where the ancient Aramaic language is still spoken. Al-Nusra Front and Ahrar al-Sham are the main rebel groups taking control in this mainly Christian town northeast of Damascus. Most of the Christians in Syria have chosen to either stay away from the conflict or ally themselves with President Assad's regime. But with talk of an approaching US strike on Damascus, there are reports of new defections among Assad's supporters and of Syrian Christians possibly joining the rebel opposition.
It shows perhaps that the credible threat of the use of force by the United States and its allies is actually having somewhat of an effect. Already that would add to some of the defections that we're now starting to hear.
Defections are just one aspect of an ever more complex situation in the country. Rebel factions are deeply divided. This group, calling itself Mujahideen of the Caucasus in the Levant, says it is breaking away from another rebel group called the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant. Groups from Russia's North Caucasus region have been fighting alongside Syrian opposition rebels for months. This presents a challenge for the US as it attempts to gather support for military action. President Obama talks about a few surgical strikes on Damascus that produce immediate results. It may not be that simple.
Other scenarios would be that the US gets itself into a series of other strikes and proceeds in a more ad hoc way, especially as the Assad regime actually challenges what he's doing. I wouldn't rule out, and again, given what I've said in terms of the mindset of the Assad regime, that we will see them use not just heavier and heavier conventional weapons, but also chemical weapons again. And that is because they're going to hang on tooth and nail to Damascus.
Just one of many reasons why Western leaders are taking more time to decide on a course of action in Syria. Mohamed Vall, Al Jazeera.